What are we thinking? Do we have time to run walls?
Touchdown! Oh, Kenyon Drake! A miracle! Miraculous in Miami!
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it.
Philly special. Ready?
It's Hester trying to work it back to the middle. Gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards.
Right, it's happening. Welcome to Far From Lombardi. What week are we on now? Week 6?
I don't know, but I've just broke the mic.
Oh, flying start. Tony with the broke. Just keep spinning it.
Sorted.
Sound. Just don't touch it for the rest of the podcast.
I feel fat, you know. I feel like your size. These headphones aren't working.
You couldn't pull my size off. Are they plugged in? They plugged in and turned up. It's not a very technical start, this. Oh, by the way, we're joined by my mate James Allen.
Yo!
Fellow comedian.
Touchdown. Nice one. Thanks for having me.
Not a great start.
I still can't hear nothing.
Just have to go without them, won't you?
Just have to listen to you.
That sound. That's fine. You can take them off, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Not to leave them on with nothing coming out.
Good fucking point.
Fucking hell, we're flying here, aren't we?
Right.
Fucking hell, it was meant to be an early start. I got stuck in traffic. I've had to be an absolute cunt all the way here.
To be fair, right, I wanted no part of this tonight. Absolutely no part. Dolphins lost.
Yeah.
I was hungover.
Yeah.
I've had a fucking nightmare all yesterday getting home. And then I didn't really want to be here today.
God, haven't we? Committed, aren't we?
Yeah,
Committed.
Not like half the cunts who are meant to be on
Yeah, fucking where's Mark? So there'll be no news this week. Because as you know my rule, I'm not doing Mark's fucking job for him. Start off by doing the news. Next week we stacking shelves in Lidl. Tony's pasta, aren't you, Tony?
Yeah, well past
You've moved on from that.
Yeah, we'll skip over that.
Tony used to work in the Lidl.
Yeah.
He was a manager. And
then I got sacked.
Did you ever get the little trainers? Or were they like a myth?
No, they only just come out last week.
Oh, dear.
Mark defo got the money. Mark defo wears them as well.
That's why he's not in. He's probably running around as a state wearing them in.
Showing them off to everyone.
Making sure they're
now,
fast for stacking shelves.
Listen, Prescott now, so it's out and about.
How are you, James, anyway?
Yeah, I'm good, Matt. Well, yeah, decent. Jets are on a bye, so it feels like a win.
You went the game last week, didn't you?
Oh, mate. It was like the best day of my life. It was amazing. So good. I've never been before.
Yeah.
And always wanted to go.
Even though they lost.
Yeah, apart from that. But it felt good because it still felt like there were a lot of Jets fans there. Obviously, because I imagine for an East Coast team, you don't have to stay up as late to watch them. So I reckon that's why loads of Jets fans, are Jets fans in the UK. So there were loads there, especially in the corner I was in. And yeah, it was amazing. Even though they fought back a little bit and then had to hear that fucking... Did you go to the Falcons game?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking... That's another Falcons.
That was pissing off so many Jets fans.
We went with Phil Chapman.
Yeah.
It was and I was like, just anything, just like if everyone just stood up and just abandoned, if they abandoned the game, I'd be happy just so I didn't have to hear that fucking... so
every
heavy.
first down.
Completely forgot it was a home game. I completely forgot about that rule.
Until the first down.
And then I turned up and was like, why is all the for fuck's sake. But then I imagine if it was the Jet,
I actually thought there was more Jets fans.
Yeah, there were loads.
There was, I thought there was as well.
So many. But I imagine if it was like a Jets...
Because New York, innit? Because it's easier to get to New York in America than anywhere else.
Why would you want to support
everyone
the Falcons?
Everyone just goes, oh, let's support the Jets. Yeah, unless you support the Falcons.
Especially after
be different.
Yeah, especially after the comeback the Patriots did. No one's.
You're not going to pick the Falcons up and go, oh yeah, Falcons are my team.
Yeah.
Who's on your back of your jersey?
Mark Sanchez.
Wow.
And I think
probably the best quarterback you've had in 20 years.
Probably
Mr. Buff Fumble.
I was the only one there. I think in the Mark. I didn't see anyone else in the Mark Sanchez jersey. But I'd like to. I've got a few grudges to bear, and one is with USC College.
I thought you were going to say Rob.
No.
I thought you were going for Rob.
Tony's ears perked up big time there.
I thought, here we go. This is why Rob's brought him on.
I know what I'm going into, bro. I know that I would never win, and that's not
Don't say that. I don't fucking have that recorded anywhere. He does not need that for his ego. He does not need to hear I will lose in an argument. He doesn't need to hear that shit.
You know, right. So what's the problem with USC?
So when I was bored at uni, I've never really, I'm aware of college football and I've watched a few games, but I never really fully invested into it.
Yeah, it's our levels the same. Yeah.
It's like it's a bit of an effort. Obviously, I don't know who everyone is because there's such like a turnover in players.
Yeah.
Huge effort.
Yeah, it's too much effort.
Right, I'll email a few teams. So I think I emailed like the whole of the Pac-12 because I was like, oh, they seem like loads of cool players that come from there.
Why would you email them?
Because I wanted to email them to convince me what would be a good reason to support them. So because there was a lad a year before.
I thought I was arrogant. The level of arrogance that is to email a college and go, you tell me why you need me.
Well, I did it to Aussie Rules as well. Fair play to Sydney Swans got back to me, sent me a free hat. So.
Fuck, I'm doing that next week, mate. So, I'm selling that on our website.
Every team.
Statesidesports.co.uk. There will be free stuff that I've received from all teams in the NFL, college. I might even get into basketball and then just go wild.
Tell us why I should support you.
Yeah.
Here's a cap, shut the fuck up.
Sounds 20 quid.
I emailed Pac-12, I emailed a few of the Big 10, a few of the Big 12, all like the main ones. And just went, look, because there was a guy year before in the Premier League, like a Bosnian lad.
Oh, yeah, seen that.
Emailed
I did see that.
And then Everton got back to him and were like, Mo Bezic plays for us. And then he left the year after. But he's like, but he's gutted now. And a few automating to like the Dean of Admissions. And then USC got back to me and were really snotty. And were like, well, you're from the UK, so you don't go to college here. So how are we allowed to tell you all the reasons why USC Trojans are an amazing football team? Like, find out for yourself.
It's fucking.
I like that though.
And I was like,
you cunts.
All right, go fuck yourself. I'm glad Texas beat you in 2006, you bastards. Like,
Google that.
Yeah, exactly. Watch that ESPN documentary. So, so yeah, I like Sanchez, but don't take. I think that he's probably like he probably is, like you say, the best quarterback we've had in for that long. Who was after him? Geno Smith, who's now doing bits at. Well, he's not winning games for Seattle, but like he looks competent.
Yeah, some sort of level of competence.
We'll see.
Was it someone McCown? Josh McCown?
Josh McCown, yeah.
He's just
the oldest
ultimate journeyman, isn't he?
Is he the one who
He's more of a journeyman than Fitzpatrick.
Is he the one who was on the Giants and they paid him $800,000 to not turn up?
Yeah.
It's so good. I don't know if it's definitely the Giants.
Well,
There'll be another team where it was like, no, you stay at home, and if we ever get stuck, we'll bail you. But here's $800,000.
Yeah,
so stay at home for the season.
Yeah, we don't need you to come down.
Yeah,
just don't bother.
Just if anyone gets COVID, we'll give you. If these other three get COVID, we'll give you the shout.
Not even like the water boy or anything. Just like
to be fair though, like when you're that age, would you be that arsed taking $800,000 for basically nothing? It's like a backup goalie in the Premier.
Yeah.
You're never getting on.
Third choice goalie, you're never getting on. Yeah.
Never getting on, but it's just money for nothing, innit?
Yeah, it's fucking the dream, innit? That is literally the dream.
Can't wait till they bring sub kickers in. I'm fucking signing right up.
That's the only position I reckon I'd.
No, it's the only position I know I'm better than half the NFL kickers in.
Why? Do you got experience?
No, he's just convinced.
I'm just adamant. I'm so adamant
that he'd be a boss kicker.
That's the one. It's a good point. That because the only thing I was disappointed with, the two things was like at the game was like you said yesterday, Rob. Like the fan, like what's what I'm looking for, like experience because like the stadium's in the middle of
pre-game.
The pre-game. Yeah. Sorry, it's like there wasn't
Wembley's far better.
So I imagine
for that.
I think as an overall experience, Wembley's better. As a stadium, Spurs is better.
Yeah.
And it's just because all the things you can do before the game at Wembley, it's just better hanging around with like lash your ball about, just be a dickhead.
It's just loads of space, isn't it?
Yeah, you can just get your own little space for your cans.
In between quarters, they had like I think Sam Quek was trying to get like a husband and wife.
Rob's fucking mate, Sam Quek.
Do you know Sam Quek?
No, he wants to.
No, when we first started the podcast,
basically, she's a Liverpool fan.
I quite liked her. I quite liked it because she was a Liverpool fan, Chiefs fan. She sported the Chiefs the same day.
Rob would kiss her ass.
Same day I sported the Chiefs. She was fit and all that. So
yeah, she was fit. Oh, you called Sam Quek not fit now?
No, she can't finish for me, and she.
Oh,
so
you love hockey.
Well, both went to like posh schools.
Yeah.
Both. So, but even though she says she's from West Derby, I'm from Bootle. And we both pretend to be working class, even though we're both quite clear they've got a lot of middle class tendencies. And so I was like, yeah, she's my dream girl. And then I went through a Twitter, and then like like the last election, I was going through a Twitter like waiting for her just to make some sort of like just some sort of stand against about anything, and she never. And then I went through her husband's Twitter and found out he's a raging Tory. And I was like, oh, she's finished for me. So ever since then, I've hated her since then. Yeah.
I thought she was from my end. I thought she was a wool from Heswell. I didn't know.
No, she lives over the water now,
but
she originally was from West Derby, so she likes to cling on to that West Derby thing.
That's getting out of a Tory.
Well, it's being a Tory twat. So yeah, so ever since then, I've always been a bit.
She was presenting some game where like a husband and wife, I remember, were like had to throw.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was just two randoms.
Oh, were they? Oh, I thought they were married. Also, had to throw.
Oh, did you see the Dolphins Jags one? Oh my god,
not one.
But it was so bad.
No one got it.
This was even worse.
And so I think if they went right, we're going to pick someone out the crowd to kick a field goal.
Yeah, it's fucking smashing.
That'd be so much like in basketball, where like if you can make a half court shot.
Yeah.
But you know what, right? So we sat, you know, our seats were like fucking spot on. So we like just past the 30-yard line.
I was meant to sit next to Tony,
but obviously he got blasted the night
Sunday,
before, and he didn't.
But I'd gone down the night. I'd gone down the night before, so I was hungover. I'd started drinking again. We're starting to get bladdered again. I was like, these haven't had a drink yet, so these are going to be an absolute pain in the ass. Yeah. So I was like, where we mates were sat, there was a couple of empty seats around them, so I just stayed there. So rather than go by Tony, and then now I wish I'd gone by Tony because
I would have been his worst.
The Jags lost, and I'd have just
that.
dived all over them. I'd have dived. That's what I did when the Jags won. I'd have dived all over them.
I was already gone.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't have let you go.
It was like
I wouldn't have moved.
It was like
I'd have stood in the end of the aisle. I wouldn't have let you leave till that kicks happened.
Yeah.
But yeah. So in the end, I stayed by my mates without dying to be by Tony, so we could just dive all over them.
At least you're like that little bit, like less shitter than we are.
A few teams, a very select few teams,
a handful of teams.
Because there's like
maybe Faris's hand. But no. So anyway, we were sitting there, and so I said to our day, I said, because he was like, "You want to be a kicker, don't you?" And I was like, "I could definitely make that. Look at that. Look at where the ball is. Look at where the goal is."
I was watching.
I'm sitting there thinking, fucking all day.
I was watching that right.
Not even
the Jags.
Like 55 yards, fucking all day. No messing around. Easy.
I think it's an art form, me. I proper I love it, me. Because it's such a controlled what's the word, like play. Like it's such a the onus can be on it like instantly.
Don't say that. He's going to start calling himself an artist now. Even though he's never kicked the ball in his life. He's going to be like, I'm a kicker, I'm an artist.
Kick one at Wembley.
The guy
your ball, that was gone. Never seen that again.
The guy kicked for Cleveland the weekend. The guy commentator went, he needs to be aware of that Cleveland wind. And I was like, and he like Roberto Carlos bent it back in. It was amazing.
Yeah, I've got it in my locker. And basically Sebastian Janikowski, because I'm quarter Polish, so I just haven't got the name. But I could defo throw a little ski on the end if I'm playing kicker for in the NFL. And then
Tony
left-footed, and I'm the same build as him as well. So it'd be fucking easy.
I think that's the only one I'd be. I tried out to play American football once.
Did you?
Yeah. Have you ever tried?
No, but I wouldn't say honestly
saying,
at your size. I'd be very worried, especially when there's people his size that play the game.
Yeah, I was. Because
I keep saying I'm going to and never do.
I hadn't reached full puberty yet, so I think nowadays I wasn't fully pubic.
What position did you apply for? Did you try for?
I tried everywhere because it was like a tryout. So they're like,
what position was you like? Did you find most comfortable?
I thought last reserve tight end because I was like, I'm tall enough where I could leap and maybe get on the end of something a 10-yard pass or a 5-yard pass, like a really short option just to get a little bit of yardage, or kicker. That was it. Wide receiver.
Well, I'll tell you now, you can't be a kicker because I play football with you. So you knock. Sorry to end that dream, but you're 100% not a kicker.
And a tight end, they have to block as well.
Yeah.
You haven't got Rob's size.
Me coming off the line.
I'm fucked. That was the thing though. Was I didn't expect, because I was playing the video games and watching. I was like, it can't be that bad. But I was impressed that I went down and gave it a go. But I'm
impressed you went down and gave it a go.
I didn't have and I'm going to shout them out. Chester Romans, go fuck yourselves. Because
I know a few people who play for the Chester
Fuck the Chester Romans. I'm James' side. Fuck the Chester Romans. Any cunt out there in the Chester Romans who has something to say, come through me first. I'm blocking for Jay.
Which camera?
Do something. Do something. Anyone you want.
Merseyside Night Hawks, I see you. The BASN, British American Sports Network, I see you guys. Not like the pricks at Chester Roman. They're horrible. Now I know you've got to be like, I love Friday Night Lights. It's my favourite programme of all time.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, they're going to be hard, but like at the end of every episode of Friday Night Lights, there's always a resolution and Coach Taylor.
Yeah, someone to put arm around you at the end of it.
That's I want my Coach Taylor. No, they were fucking horrible from the get-go. I didn't have my contact lenses yet, so they're like, well, you can't wear them. So wide receiving drills I was fucking blind for. So I couldn't catch a ball at all. I had to do I didn't realise how much of the mechanics went into like a running drill where you've got plant your foot and turn and all this nonsense. So I tried doing that and I was just like slowly zigzagging, like I was in like a tough mudder. It was absolutely horrible, like navigating those electrical wires. And the guy who did the drill came back and going, I'm not going to lie to you, man. That was fucking terrible. I was like, oh, cheers. Thanks very much. While my dad's like cheering me on the sidelines, like, you've got this, Jim. And you only, tell lie, I was good at like the, what do they call it? Like the defensive ends, like all squat and then what that process is called. I don't know what that is.
Oh, but you're at the bag. Like the, like the fake pace in front of you.
But I was only good at that because they were inflatable. So there was no mass behind any of them.
So when you say you're good, you mean it moved a bit and you got excited?
Exactly, yeah.
Like a Weebles wobble but don't fall down. You're like, yeah, look at this, it's moving.
But they were just very like, it didn't feel encouraging. I was like, okay, it's fine that you're harsh, but like, at least be encouraging. Don't be like, it's like being in the army camp. It was horrible.
Wait till I step up for kicker. I'll straight away. I'll be saying I'm too good for you. You have to get me over to America.
You'll be like Zlatan. Don't do trials, mate. Don't like.
I'm not fucking warming up.
Tony doesn't do trials.
Fuck off! I literally just put me in game time. Game time. Game on the line.
Is it a game-winning field goal? Let someone else kick it then. Okay, now there's no pressure. No.
They'll pay you $800,000 to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
Just when I'm needed.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
To be fair, the kicking though was on the tee. It wasn't like spiral back and placed by someone. So obviously that would have been a bit more of a challenge, and I probably would have fucked up at that. But off the tee, it was.
So what? You kicked off the tee as well?
Yeah.
How'd do your own kicking?
It was alright, to be fair. One like went over the net, which was like fucking from me to you distance. You know when they have the little practice nets on the sideline. I just wellied one and it went fucking.
Or they don't if you're the Falcons.
Yeah.
I saw that little makeshift one.
Good. So good.
I booted in and it just went like
straight
up.
I need to get involved. You know, I actually need to try and do it.
I was thinking about maybe doing.
I want to have a couple of trials at defensive end.
Yeah.
We'll get on.
I think you'd boss it.
Rapids over 3 yards, aren't you?
Fastest man alive over 5. I'm telling you now.
I think about like there's not enough people to do like a comics one, but if there was a comics one,
we're going to do a Patreon one at some point when we have a Patreon. We haven't got a Patreon yet.
Oh, and do like a charity.
So we're going to do like a where we film positions. Yeah. Well, when we eventually grow the podcast big enough to do a Patreon.
Remember when we actually were going to do like a little What was it like a little Pro Bowls?
Little Pro Bowl session. Yeah. And then we just never. But we having good ideas about doing things.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, you think it'd be good, like especially getting to nail Tom because he's a Jets fan as well. The other lad and. His back's made of glass, so
that would be good.
Was the atmosphere good at the second one? Like, because from what I saw, like I've heard that Neil Reynolds has had to delete, or like
everybody,
because
the sound of it.
Right. No, we shouldn't say this because it's an NFL podcast, but he is one whinging cunt. Him. I do like maybe one day I've like ambitions of maybe win for Sky, but he is one whinging.
No way you're ever going to work for Sky. Just get that.
He fucking win. Oh, it was so dangerous. A couple of plastic, and now he's on the fucking. Oh, let's stop drinking at the NFL games.
Yeah.
It's the good. It's like don't take away our freedom,
exactly,
you prick.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I'm not going to London next year.
What?
Germany next year.
Germany.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. They're coming to London, but they're gonna have games in Germany as well. So I'm going to Germany.
I've got to go to Germany.
Yeah.
It's going to be well better, isn't it?
Yeah, little lads. We're going to sack some Germans.
Oh, you imagine you starting to do that?
You've never seen me. Like when we talked about it in the last week, I just start sacking people when I'm at Wembley. Like, I only done it once on Sunday because we had nothing for people to catch. So what we normally do is take a ball with us and throw it, and if you catch the ball, I sack you. So like you'll have someone like Tony, you'll be somewhere over there, and Tony will go, "Hey mate," and you'll catch the ball. I think it's a friendly game, and And the next thing, just had me coming, just sacking you.
I wouldn't get up. I don't think
that's why Wembley's better because
it's just literally Wembley way. People just getting hit on Wembley way.
No one gets hit though.
No, they don't.
Like Raiders games in the 80s where they played on concrete before they went to the Coliseum and just fucking different breed. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's not. No, it's not because I've got a lovely way of sacking people.
Oh, okay, right.
Like honestly,
you pick them up afterwards.
The gentle giant.
Yeah,
I just roll them up like I basically get underneath, get them from the legs from behind. I put my arms through the legs, and then like with my body, I take the knees out and just bring them down, like cuddle them down. So
like a velvet couch.
You feel safe at the end, yeah. So it's just like
now I'm kind of into that.
I bet you would like it. I bet you'd be like, oh fucking hell, sack me again.
We'll do it now.
I only done it once last week to our mate Far because he dared me doing it. He decided he was going to do it, but he didn't sack anyone. He just ran up to them and went, hey, and grabbed them. And then it was like,
to be fair,
and then he's going, no, the referee blew his whistle as soon as I got there, trying to protect the quarterback. And I was like, nah, you just haven't got it in you.
He's also about this big.
Yeah, he's about 5'2".
Oh, it's easy. Just
so people go to kick off on him and go, oh, it's all right,
leave him alone.
I feel like Neil Reynolds is the kind of guy who I was when I first liked the NFL, in the sense that no one else, especially when I was a kid, was like really into it. So I felt like I had this.
He basically got so lucky, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So he deserves all the credit for pioneering the NFL in the UK and bringing it back, and he's done wonders. But he's just a middle-aged old man, and I don't think he understands the players. He only understands select players. Like, he gets a cob on when players celebrate. Like when Tyreek Hill done like the pissing on the post thing, or when players ever do like the dog piss thing, you just go, oh, it's disgusting, it's disgraceful. It's like, well, one, they're doing it because it's like a dog mark on the territory. It's a whole fucking my house sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's got layers to it. Yeah, it might look a bit shit, but what the fuck's it got to do with you?
Exactly.
Like, why? You shut up.
I don't think he's maybe told to do things like
that.
Polarising opinion.
No, I think he's a middle-aged prick.
Because
Rob's still got them aspirations of Sky there. Do you see the way he just bottled calling him a cunt?
Yes.
What's average lifespan in the league? Like
3 years.
So you're obviously if you're a wide receiver, of course you're going to take that opportunity.
Every opportunity to celebrate, and stand out.
Because you've only got a short amount of time.
And he annoys me because he's just very clearly that kind of person. Yeah. And he loves the NFL. Fair play to him. Pioneer, done well to bring it over. But everything is from that perspective.
Yeah.
And because it's like, well, where's the working class? Where's it annoys me how far behind the UK NFL coverage is to the football coverage. I understand our football's the main thing, but you look at football now, there's representation for everyone. You've got a voice of the black athlete. You've got the working class voice. You've got the women in the sport now, sort of thing. It's like, where is that on Sky? You have a woman asking you questions. She doesn't give an opinion. You never know if she knows anything about the sport or not because you never let her speak. You got like, where's the difference? Where's the different representation? Where's the different voices talking about the NFL? This is why we started this off, because where's the toxic males? Like that's
where's the Shannon Sharp of the English coverage?
Yeah, because that's why we started off. Because like, where's the voices like ours? Where's the people who do like having a little gamble, do like having a little drink, enjoy the game, want to have an argument, want to have a difference of opinion, but like that's what it's all about. It's that little sort of escapism. Whereas them, it's very serious, very corporate, and you're just like, come on.
It's always like, who are you going to get on now? And it's like Rob Ryan again.
Yeah,
or the
same 5 white people that like me, or the black people have been told to put on. That's what it feels like sometimes.
I honestly don't know because I just don't watch it.
Yeah, I tend to just stick Red Zone on.
Yeah, but when you're a Chiefs fan, you have to watch it because the Chiefs are on telly every week.
Yeah, you're prime time, aren't you?
Unless there's ways around that, Rob.
Unless you use a dodgy box,
That's why I like the
definitely not going on Sky now. definitely
You're trying to ruin my ambitions to leave this podcast behind you cunt.
No, I reckon there'll be like it's like with footy now and like the rugby following suit, that there'll be like 5 different streaming services the NFL will be on in the UK.
Yeah.
And you just have to pay.
Well, Amazon's already one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, so you've got your sound. You don't need Sky.
Yeah, fuck them.
Bezos.
Yeah.
In the Bezos books.
Get into Jeff. We'll get into Jeff now, nice and early.
I have to start deleting some of my socialist tweets.
I've been to space. You'd be like, mate, I can kick a field goal into space. Laughing.
Right, should we get into the games?
Yeah, let's just skip a few.
Right, first game, nice Sunday. Oh.
No, first game is...
Finns.
No, first game is Thursday night.
Oh yeah, I always forget this, don't I?
Eagles 22.
Why have you put them in order?
It's in order of my NFL app, innit?
Right, sound.
So obviously the Dolphins are my favourite team. Right. Don't know why anymore, but that's why they're
having a tough year after a couple of years of giving you. This is what have I always told you about being an Everton fan.
Do you know what?
Now it's the same with Dolphins
Do you know
fan.
what, right?
It's the hope that kills you.
Do you know what it is, right? So I was in work today. One of the lads come over to me, knows nothing about the NFL, and he goes, "Can tell you're an Everton fan." And why is that? He went, because whenever anyone plays Everton and they haven't won for 40 games, or they haven't won for 14 games, or the strikers hasn't scored for like 585 games, you play Everton and it always happens. So Jags haven't won for like 28 games or 24 games or whatever many fucking games they haven't won for.
21 it was, yeah.
Play the Dolphins. Fucking sound. Win. Do you know what? As soon as he said it, I was like, I hate everything you've just told me. But it's just so true. It's just so true. We're just shit. We're like Everton. I've picked the right team for me because they're shit. Everton is shit. And I've picked the right team.
Every Everton fan I know has picked a shit NFL team.
Yeah.
Like Ricky, my mate Ricky's an NFL fan. He's picked the Jags. It's just like, you just can't help yourselves.
My friend was trying to like get into it, and he said, "Who do you support?" To the Jets. I can best describe them as the Everton of the NFL.
Yeah, Stokesy, Everton, Jets.
Just loads. But it seems to be that every single Evertonian has picked a shit team.
Because you're attracted to misery.
And I didn't even know.
Like a magnet.
I literally only picked them because you told me I had to pick a team. And I was like, well, I've been to Miami, so I'll pick them. And then straight away I went, bet £100, Rob, that Dolphins are better than the Chiefs this year. Didn't even know anything about the NFL. Didn't know really any player for the Dolphins.
Bet you were like, yes, please.
Of course I was.
Chiefs went to the Super Bowl that year.
You been to a Super Bowl?
No, he said Chiefs, not me.
Oh, sorry.
No, I never went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Tony tried to make me go. Bucks 28, Eagles 22. What anyone want to say about the? I thought Eagles done well, hanging in it, even though they never really hung in. It was
game was
garbage
over.
points.
Game was over, but
the Eagles defense look good though. Like the Eagles are looking every game surprising me. Like
they're still shit.
Yeah, but they're not as shit as you think.
No.
And like so, they're playing. We'll go through the games this week, but they're playing someone this week, and I'm not touching that. I immediately went
stay away from them.
I'm going to bet on it, but it's like I can't because like. I can't trust the Eagles not to turn someone over.
For a while, the NFC East was like, who's going to get through the playoffs, but with like a losing record, isn't it? And I feel obviously Dallas now are like breaking out of that, but definitely feels like that kind of vibe.
Anything you want to say about that game then? You watched that game at all?
I did, but I've had a lot of fail and bad to me since then. So,
anything you want to say about that game, Jay?
Tom Brady still doing it. Could you imagine that? America would never recover. It was bad enough when Lance Armstrong.
I said I've always said Tom Brady's a nonce, but what was my thing with him before Brady signed for the Bucks? There's no way in the world Brady signs for a team with a pirate ship in the stadium.
Did see that.
It's just too it's too on the nose.
It's too bang on.
It's too nonsense. No chance. I'm not having it. And then when he signed, I was like, he's a nonsense. That's it. That's the final nail in the coffin.
Do you know what though, right? So like Tom Brady's obviously dominated the AFC East.
Yeah.
I don't actually mind Tom Brady now because he's not in the AFC East. And we played the Bucks and we've already got beat by them. So Tom Brady can go and win another one for all I care because it means that Bill Belichick is finished.
Right.
If Tom Brady wins another Super Bowl, it all becomes, actually, Belichick, you were just fucking lucky.
Yeah.
All the time, it was all Tom Brady.
Every
He'll go down as the worst manager.
I don't think he'll go down as the worst coach.
The worst coach to win Super Bowls. Like that.
Have you seen the Patriots to turn on them now? So might as well talk about the Patriots game next, even though we weren't going to. They lost to the Cowboys. Was it 31?
35-29 in overtime.
35-29 overtime. Great game. A lot of Patriots fans, even though they've stuck with this. Again, Patriots are staying competitive, but yet the fans are turning on Belichick now, saying he's been coaching to not defensive, to risk-free, to adverse. He's not taking any risk. He's not coaching with no bravery, too cowardice sort of thing. And he's saying that's what's holding the Pats back. So they're all blaming Belichick now after like. Every game, the competitive against the Bucks, competitive against the Cowboys. It's like, come on, you can see what he's trying to do.
Yeah, especially during a transitional period where most teams would purposefully tank for the draft.
And the thing is, Mac Jones looks all right. Like, out of all of the rookie QBs.
Yeah, but that's the problem now, because he looks all right.
Yeah.
They're like, the Patriots that are wanting to do, you should be trusting him. It's like, he's still a rookie, and he's still just doing okay. He's not lighting the world up.
He did do well against Cowboys.
He did, yeah.
Touchdown, I mean...
Well, it was more the running. It was more the running.
It was a blown coverage as well.
Yeah, but they couldn't stop the run. That was what hurting the Cowboys. Damian Harris was on team when he trucked that fella.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So, like, yeah, and they're all saying, yeah, he's coaching too conservatively, and it's annoying me, because it's like, fucking hell, Boston.
This was one game that I actually watched when we were in the bar after the game. Obviously, I was bevied, like proper bevied.
You haven't told us about that. We didn't tell us about that. So we'll keep going
like,
with the game.
Fucking bevied, though.
Seen the photos.
And some fellow was a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
So the Patriots scored.
Yeah.
And the Patriots were winning. And I went to him, 20 quid the Cowboys win. Of course, he bit my hand off. And I was like, I'm not asked. 20 quid, I'm bevied. Like, who cares? Went to overtime. I went to make 40. And he was like, yeah, okay. Patriots got the ball to start. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I was like, what a fucking time to be alive. Dolphins have lost. I'm fucking arseholed. And now I've just lost 40 quid to a Yank who supports the Patriots. Does it get any worse? And then the Cowboys go and win. And I was like, yes.
Jumping on him.
That was horrible.
It was horrible. I can fully imagine.
I was saying because he brought his wife, and I was saying, you're coming home with me. He's got no money now.
Cowboys, though, are they real? Are we believing in them?
Zeke looks good.
Tony Pollard, the whole running game looks good. CD Lamb's incredible. Amari Cooper, people have disrespected him, and he's proven himself. He's still a top quality.
It's one of them, innit? Do you believe in the Cowboys? Like, do you believe they can go that far with the Rams being in there?
What surprised me is, though,
the Cardinals, with the Bucks. Are the Cowboys up there?
I believe they can keep in a game with anyone. Whether they can stop anyone is a different matter.
Yeah.
But then Trayvon Diggs going for the interception record.
But also, he's terrible if he doesn't intercept the ball.
Yeah. But, like, as we said last week, would you rather him give up 100 yards or score 6 points? Or give up 40 yards and not score 6 points? And if you're going to be if the rest of your defense is that bad, you think you may as well take the risk.
Yeah.
Have they still got Amari Cooper?
Yeah. He's flying this year. He's going to.
Yeah, he's doing better. He's doing better than CD Lamb, but CD Lamb just explodes in this game.
He's not. Well, you say he's doing better than CD Lamb. He's clearly the wide receiver one.
Yeah.
Because CD Lamb's only his second year wide receiver. CD Lamb seems to make these big, the big showpiece plays as well, though. Like, CD Lamb might only go for 80 yards in a game, whereas Cooper might go for 120. Whereas CD Lamb will have a catch for 40 yards where he'll climb above someone to get it. Yeah. So he just keeps standing out in that way. So every time you watch CD Lamb, you're thinking he's going to be incredible, like unstoppable at some points. Right, let's go back to an order then. So Finns 20, Jags 23.
Do you know why this game was lost? I'll tell you right now.
Is it the 4th and 1?
No.
Is it the interception?
No, Igbenogany.
Why?
Because Xavier Howard was out.
Yeah.
Both Marvin Jones
out.
Both Marvin Jones' touchdowns came because he can't play cornerback.
Right.
If anyone can play cornerback, he's not one of them. If I'd have been playing, I think I'd have done a better job. And I'm not even. I'm 5 foot nothing.
I don't think so, Tony.
I do, because I'd have fucking nailed him and just give up give up the foul. First and goal from the one. So what? You'd no catches on me.
Is what do you make of wasn't there an article this week about Tua's agent saying that he's not being respected enough?
I thought
Dolphins.
I thought Tua was good. Did you think Tua was good? Why?
Because I just watched him and he's just so limited. The minute you get a bit of pressure, his arse goes. Tua needs all the time in the world to throw. And it's just like, I know he's got no offensive line. And yeah, he can throw a nice ball. But the odd ball to Gesicki doesn't make him a good quarterback.
He doesn't do anything wrong.
He doesn't do anything. Game. He doesn't do anything right.
No, so
which inspires you to think he's going to lead the team.
He done 2 things wrong all game.
Whether he does, but
the interception was terrible.
Yeah,
and he should have ran it in.
Yeah,
when he threw the ball and missed the
wide
receiver. But aside from that, Tua wasn't a fault for this game.
What about when he overthrew a receiver, or when he threw it on the run when he could have just gone for the first down?
So that was.
He should have carried on running, sort of thing. Yeah.
I mean, we still got the first down.
But there's not. Anyway. There's nothing in that. There's nothing in his play that makes you believe he's going to lead you to win.
There's everything in his play that makes me believe that we're going to win. Dolphins defense.
There's nothing in his play
Dolphins
for
defense.
a normal person that would make them believe he's going to lead anyone to victory.
Dolphins defense last year was lights out. This year it's been a fucking shambles.
Yeah, Sal.
Shambles.
So your defence would lead you to victory in that case, not to it.
But it's Tua put up enough points to win that game.
20.
And he did. And he put up enough points. You bear in mind how many players we have missing.
It was 20.
Devontae Parker out.
I'm aware of your injuries. I backed the Jags.
Preston Williams out.
Yeah.
We can't run the ball. We haven't been able to run the ball since I supported them. Not once have we been able to run the ball.
Not even with J.J.
I didn't support them then.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right, okay.
I was just missed that train. Just on the coast. Missed that J train just slightly.
No, I don't. We'll take this way. The two quarterbacks that were on the field that day, you watching them both, you saw Trevor's potential.
Can we just
You
say?
didn't see any of Tua's.
Can we just say, right? Trevor Lawrence has been billed as the best quarterback ever,
Yeah.
and Tua hasn't. So of course you're going to say Trevor Lawrence looks fucking far
It's
better.
not, because you look at that throw to Marvin Jones. I've never seen Tua make a throw like that.
Because fucking our cornerback can't do nothing.
But why has Tua never made a throw like that?
Because he knows that it's going to get intercepted. Whereas fucking our cornerback's fucking shite.
Well, take this way. The play where he gets the extra 8 yards to make the field goal possible with 5 seconds left. I don't believe Tua makes that.
Of course he does.
No, he doesn't.
Of course he fucking does.
Tua doesn't handle
Didn't
that pressure.
Didn't have the timeout to call a timeout there, so he wouldn't have been able to throw that ball. But, you know, you can fuck off, Rob. I'm not having it.
Tony,
Tua is a good quarterback.
No.
You need to start believing in it.
Telling you now, go get Watson. Go get Watson. Just
fucking
pretend.
excited.
Just go get Watson. Turn into a Geordie. Turn a blind eye to all the rapes, and just be like, oh yeah, but look at him throw a spiral.
You can't do that. Not when you believe in Tua as much as I do. Financially invested as well,
I
Rob.
know.
Are you more invested in Tua than you were with Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah.
No, he's investing in Tua, right? Because if Tua goes off, he'll be able to buy a house. Because he's bought that many rookie cards.
That is very true. If Tua wins the Super Bowl, I literally have a house bought.
He might retire. He's got that many Tua rookie cards.
Are you in charge of this card break thing?
Yeah.
I haven't added to this card break thing. I think it sounds right up my street, but I have no idea what the fuck it is.
Okay, just send me all your money now, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so
I'll be honest, he's the kind of person who...
Do you know what? Like, my cousin got involved, and he's bought a binder, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, I haven't got the space. Like, I haven't got the time. I haven't got the space for all these cards that are everywhere.
Yeah.
But I dropped them off Monday. And he went, yeah, come and look at me binder. And I went, actually, I need to get a binder because these look fucking sick in a binder. Do you know what I mean? And you just flick them through and he's got
James,
the whole set.
Oh, you would love it.
We'll talk after.
You'd love
it sounds right.
Talk after.
Yeah, it sounds
Because
right.
Rob doesn't like bigging up a NFL UK card. Oh. Yeah.
Because
Got me bored.
Right.
Basically, Rob wants me to pay him. Even though I'm on this podcast, he wants me to pay him to advertise my side business. Even though I'm sat here, he wants me to pay him so I can advertise my own stuff, even though I'm sat here talking the NFL with him.
Just want me taste.
Yeah, that's like Sopranos level.
He's a cunt.
Great. Kansas City Chiefs 31, Washington 13. Chiefs have got about 4 of these games coming up where they've just got teams they're going to beat. And it's going to look like the Chiefs are back, and we're not going to know until they play a real team. Yeah. There's not much to talk about here. 3 more turnovers. That's worrying. Fumble for Hardman. 2 interceptions from Mahomes. The first interception wasn't his fault. Second interception was fucking awful. Washington still can't get going defensively.
To be fair, it's not ideal to play the Chiefs, even if you're not playing well.
Yeah.
Defensively, you don't really want to come up against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, one of the things that's annoying me is a lot of Chiefs fans are jumping on the thing that second half, Chiefs only allowed 78 yards, didn't allow a score. You're playing fucking Washington.
Yeah.
Let's get real.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback playing who shouldn't really be playing. He should be sat on the bench.
But Tyler Heineke's another one where it's like, he does some things, you're like, oh, that's great, that. And you're like, oh, he's back to being shit.
You know why, though? Because it's excitement.
Yeah.
He brings excitement, so you think, I can get behind him, even if he is shit.
Yeah, he'd be a great quarterback to come to London. Because it's so neutral fans. The fans just end up supporting whoever takes a risk, because they just want to see exciting football. So that's what that. So anyone, James, want to say anything about it? To watch it?
I watched a bit of it. The Washington played in that really awful like maroon and goals jersey.
Right, so you couldn't really concentrate.
No, I was like, I don't like that. They're still like, when they have a name next year.
I don't want them to have a name, mate. I really like them being Washington.
I just like them being called Washington Football Team because you just have a go at Mark all the time. Your team hasn't even got a name.
They're the only team in the NFL whose name doesn't end in an S.
Oh yeah, because it'll be plural, won't it?
Yeah. Only one team doesn't end in an S.
Never knew that.
Little fact for you there. I thought Jay be the one bringing the little stat.
Well, I did have a little...
Feel like that's a lie, and I just need to just check.
Did have a little quiz, little question planned, but
oh, did you?
I'll save it for later.
All right, save it for after the games then. Rams 38, Giants 11. Just the difference level in this is just...
Rams are always going to win this.
There's talk of Matt Stafford being like underlying like MVP, isn't there? Apparently, like...
I'd love that.
Yeah,
I think the Rams win.
I fucking love him.
I think the Rams win the lot this year.
So good.
Every single player on the Rams wins every accolade going. It just happens.
Just happens.
It will. Just happens.
Yeah.
And I change my opinion all the time because it's Cardinals one week and then it's Rams the next. But
yeah. Rams are playing. The Rams are playing someone. Oh no, they're playing the Lions.
Oh yeah,
this week.
It's
going to be embarrassing, isn't it? It's going to be.
Or it won't. Because they'll be that far ahead early on that it'll all
the second team
will come out
some trash. Some
just be one of them where you go, how the fuck haven't they done the handicap there? They were 40 points up at half.
That's why I'm not touching them.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Rams, James? Are you fully behind them?
I like him. I like Stafford. I think that's a good move. I think he got criticised a bit, him being in Detroit, but I think that's a case of just being a good QB.
He was just too good for Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, when he was at Detroit, he led the most of game-winning drives than anyone.
Even though the Lions are shit.
It's like...
I believe it, because he's fucking...
He is. He's just...
Top 5 quarterback.
I believe
playing
so.
in it, a bottom 5
He's no look pass.
No.
Done a no look pass.
I done no looking at the NFL this week.
Tony's doing a no look podcast.
I always think it's a shame him and Calvin Johnson could never or needed more options around him, I reckon, back in the day. But watching that was amazing. Yeah, and
you see them, you just think, it's a shame most of your career's been wasted.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you found the Rams now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Go out with a Super Bowl ring or
I'd love it. Texans 3, Colts 31.
Colts are a good team.
Was this Texans 13? Sorry,
No, 3.
Was it? Oh, I got it wrong.
Yeah, that is an S. Yeah.
Colts are a good team. No, I know the Texans aren't, but the Colts are a good team.
Colts are a good team. If Bills would have beat the Titans, they only won one game out of the division.
I said Colts.
Chiefs are playing Titans this week. This could be Colts are playing 49ers. I fully believe in the Colts, me. And as they're getting fitter, I think they'll get better.
I didn't watch this game, but did T.Y. Hilton come back, or is he still?
Yeah. T.Y. Hilton come back, looked good. Again, you can't really judge them because they're against the Texans, but the Colts needed someone like this just to batter, get confidence back, get a bit of fitness back. I think the Colts, they're playing the 49ers this week. I think they'll beat them. I hope they do. I think they're the team most desperate for a bye now.
Yeah.
They get a bye, I think they're going to come back strong. I really believe in them.
Yeah, if the Colts get a bye, get healthy.
Yeah.
Then they go on a little run.
So even though I hate them, I really believe in them. And Carson Wentz.
You know why you know why you hate them, don't you? Because I fully back them, so you fully hate them.
Yeah, because probably.
And it is. Probably because it's just a mental thing. You can't get over the fact that I actually like them, so you can't like them.
Yeah, probably. I despite the Colts because of you.
Sounds about right.
Bengals 34, Lions 11. Right. So we just said about the Colts needs the team to batter. The Bengals are now, how far can they go? Because they're there, aren't they? They're playing great. Hanging around with the Packers. They're smashing the teams that they should be smashing.
They get found out, though, don't they?
By who?
As soon as they play anyone decent.
They played the Packers?
Are the Packers decent? I've just called 4 NFC teams before.
Yeah, you never mean the Packers,
wasn't one of them.
But they're going to be top of the...
Yeah,
top of the division.
Very potentially.
Yeah, they're going to be top of the division.
AFC North is if they, I don't know, the Bengals have got the next few weeks, but if they string a few together, it makes that a bit more interesting with all 4 of them being in amazing form. But I think they will falter. I don't think they won't hang around for long. I don't think.
Do you not think? See, I was speaking to Brennan Reese, the comedian. Don't know if you were there when he come met us. He's a Bengals fan, and he was saying, "Nah, we'll fuck it up soon." But I don't know. I just think
they've got
everything seems to be going right for them this year.
Joe Burrow, haven't they?
Everything seems to be going right for them this year. The offensive line's playing well. Got, like you say, got Jamar Chase. So they seem to have made all the right decisions. Where the legacy of the Bengals is making the worst decision possible every single time. To be fair,
I still believe they shouldn't have took Jamar Chase.
Even though Sewell's been shit.
Well, yeah, but
Jamar it was Sewell or Chase, wasn't it? Look at Jamar Chase now.
I know, but I just think protecting Joe Burrow after his injury would have been the better.
Yeah, but they had the protection there. They just hadn't. They'd been unlucky with injuries, they believed.
I know.
And they're being proven
after the Super Bowl, I just went,
you just can't get away from your opinions.
I can't. O-line over everything.
You're scared to accept you've been wrong. Green Bay Packers 24, Bears 14.
This was always just going to happen.
Yeah.
Bears just last week just done wonders for the Bears, sort of thing. Like, who did he fucking beat up on? Was it the Texans or someone shit?
Yeah.
It was Texans.
Lions,
I think it was the Texans. Because I know Ian was going on about them doing well.
No, it wasn't the Texans, because Texans played the Patriots. And the Texans should have won.
Yeah, well, he beat it. Well, the Bears, I think, won 2 games on the bounce. Then he beat the Texans. They beat someone last week. And it's done wonders for the whole conference. But they're nowhere near. Justin Fields looked all right. But he looked good. Looked all right in parts. In other parts, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, who'd you blame? Packers, Devontae Adams is incredible.
A.J. Dillon played well. Like, I'm with you. I don't fully believe in them still. Not at all. It's mad because, like, last year they were so good. Maybe it's just a case of the Aaron Rodgers thing in the summer fucked them around a bit, and it might take them a few more weeks.
Yes,
the Bucs started slow last year. And
see, the best thing about this game was Aaron Rodgers. Did you see his?
I've seen nothing.
You haven't seen. I thought you might have seen this. So Aaron Rodgers runs in a touchdown, gets tackled as he runs it in, like comes back up on one knee. You've seen it surely.
Yeah.
Does the whole belt thing and goes. He said some woman starts abusing him from the stand, and he just starts screaming, "I own you! I still own you! I still own you!" Just run up and down the sideline to the end zone at the Bears fans. And I was like, as much as the thing he's a knobhead, I was like, I fully love that though. Like, I think Aaron Rodgers is a proper bellend, but I fucking love that.
That's like being in the derby, innit, and just being in front of the cop, just giving them fucking loads. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Right, it's the most surprising result of the week for me. Chargers 6, Ravens 34. I bet on Chargers because I don't know why I listen to you, Tony. Let you get in my head. Because I don't fully believe the Ravens myself.
But you said the Ravens' run game would fucking decimate the Chargers last week.
I did. And then the run game didn't have a run game because they only have fucking 3 aging running backs.
But they all scored touchdowns.
Exactly. I felt going into the week before Tyron Williams went out and stuff like that the Ravens' run game and Lamar Jackson should. I didn't think they'd decimate the Chargers. I thought it'd keep it competitive. Yeah. But wow, like
even Le'Veon Bell scored.
Yeah,
he
walked it in as well.
Yeah,
it was so slow. Yeah.
But the Ravens' defense turns up, didn't it? I believe
the Ravens' defense is good.
Was pressured on like 75% of.
Yeah, they just went after them.
Snap.
The decision was, we're just going to go after you because the only way you win this game is through you. Yeah. So let's just go after you, and we'll make you have to keep up with us. And they couldn't, and it was great.
I thought it would be closer considering they came back against Cleveland last week.
Yeah,
but they just fucking.
I bet on the Chargers because I thought Ravens aren't there yet with all the injuries and that they've had. It's not going to be. They're not the full team. Yeah. They're looking great now.
Plus, you don't need 5 jerseys. LA Chargers, just way too many. Sorry,
I don't know how many they've got.
They've got about 5 alternates, including trousers. 3. Sorry, that's not my. That's Roger Goodell's problem, not yours. Sorry.
It's fine. I fully support you, James. I mean, you sound like someone's mum who's moaning what's happened to buy the lad so many kits. Why did he the 3rd kit?
Yeah.
Why did he the 3rd kit?
Yeah, exactly. Get, like the numbers upside down.
Yeah, by 5. Figure it out. So one's right.
Vikings 34, Panthers 28.
It pains to see me, Sam Darnold. Like, even though he lost, flourish. Like, and this is a common Jets trope of like getting rid of someone and then them doing really well. So I hate the Panthers, and I was absolutely buzzing that the Vikings beat them. I like the Vikings. Got a little sort of. I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, a soft spot, but I've got a little soft spot for them.
I thought he was going to say, I've got a little soft spot for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I was ready to turn on you there.
I was like, I cannot
hate Kirk Cousins.
No, Adam Phelan for me.
Right.
I just quite like him.
I don't know why I don't like him either, but something in me doesn't like him either.
I don't like him either. I don't know what it is.
Whole vibe of Minnesota.
Do you know what I think it is? Because he copies Justin Jefferson's little dance when he scores a touchdown. And it winds me up.
Yeah, but I don't mind. That's like Bobby Firmino for Liverpool. Just copies whoever scores celebration. Have the Vikings turned a corner? Are they just beating bad teams?
Yeah, middle of the road, I think.
Chrissy McCaffrey plays in that.
Yeah, it's a different game. I hate the way people are starting to come back on Cousins again. It happens every year. People turn on him, they come back on him, and they turn on him again. Like, he's going to fuck up at some point. Like, he's going to be required to win a game at some point, and he's not going to be able to do it. Like, this is who I think. Kirk Cousins is who I think too it is. Yeah, he can look good, but once he's required to win a game with a level of importance, he won't be able to do it.
Why do you have to fucking bring that up? Why do you have to say that about Tua?
It's just how I feel.
Because I think he's in that level of like I think Matthew Stafford has like single-handedly like pulled himself out of it, but that's sort of the Sam Bradford, Case Keenum, like level of just middle of the road, big tall white guy.
Yeah,
nothing.
Big tall white guy can throw for 20 yards. Yeah, well, anything over that, shaky. Cards 37, Browns 14. Just like the Ravens Chargers, I thought this might be closer, but the Browns just unlucky. They're built on the run game, and both running backs are out. Yeah, and they now got to go Thursday night. They've got to.
Going to lose, aren't they?
I don't know, because I don't think they've got a dead hard game. But again, it's a game we'll go through it in a bit.
Someone made a good point on Twitter do you reckon Odell Beckham Jr. would be like first choice wide receiver if he was on your team?
He was on.
I think the problem is because what's happened in the Odell is a little bit like Stafford, because of what's happened to the Giants and now what's happened to the Browns, where you just can't seem to vibe with Baker Mayfield, not using him right. Everyone knows I hate Baker Mayfield. I think he's shite. He's the biggest myth in the NFL. It's just not working. Is it worth taking a punt on him? But it's how much would they want for him, sort of thing. I still think he's got plenty of juice. He still has these highlight clutches where it's like, if you had someone decent who just was on your level, you'd fly. But you haven't. You haven't, and you're struggling. And like, but Landry's doing well there. But then it's because Baker Mayfield's just another like you say, tall white guy, 20 yards. Get someone who can throw 30, 40 yards. Give Odell a competitive catch or something. He'll wipe the floor with people.
Do you know who OBJ would look all right at? The Raiders.
Yeah.
Because Carr can throw the ball.
Yeah,
and he'll take. Well, he doesn't take risks, but he'll put it in.
But he would take probably risks with like Obi, because he wouldn't be such a risk.
Yeah,
like it'd minimise the risk. If that kind of player,
he's safe in his car, so he'd go to OBJ when Baker.
It's like Hopkins, where it's like he's that kind of player. We think, well, that's not a 50-50 ball. Yeah, it's a 70-30 ball. So I will throw it up. Yeah, like because you trust him not to make your stats look bad. Speaking of Raiders 34, Broncos.
Well there, didn't he?
I know you did a good segue, that's Tony. Broncos 24. Broncos and Panthers were 3-0 at one point, and everyone was like, do we believe in them? I was like that about the Panthers. We're both quite fond of the Broncos on this podcast, but they're just falling away.
It's mad because I thought the Raiders would fall apart in this game.
Yeah.
Who's in charge now that Gruden?
I couldn't say his name.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Jay. That's what you're here for.
But would you say that's a good? Well, obviously that's a good result considering everything that's.
I don't think it's anything to do with the coach.
Right.
I think it might be to do with the locker room. It might be good results as in like, right, Gruden's gone. Let's prove our worth as a team. But I don't think it'd be anything to do with the coach or anything like that. It is a good result, but at the same time, it's what's happened to the Broncos. I'm more interested in the Broncos falling apart than I am the Raiders putting 34 points. And maybe I'm looking at the wrong way, sort of thing. But I am looking at this game thinking just what's happened to the Broncos. Like Bradley Chubb's been out, and I think that's killing them because it means people are double teaming Von Miller, and they're not being able to rush the quarterback as well. But
Raiders though, surprisingly are playing well. Surprisingly, their record this year is a lot better.
What is the record this year? Is it now 4-2?
4-2, yeah.
So they're now joint top of the AFC West with the Chargers. To me, though, they're just like the Bengals. They're gonna fall. They're gonna fall off. They're just gonna.
They beat you last year.
Sound. Seahawks 20, Steelers 23. Tony, that was your banker of the week. Seahawks not to win this game. I went to overtime.
Banker though, weren't it?
You backed it like
banker.
TJ Watt fumble in overtime.
Seahawks.
Clutch.
Seahawks without quarterback don't win the game. Said he.
What's the same thing? I'd love it. Like Geno Smith, Sam Darnold. Fair play, they didn't win, but a better performance I've seen than when they were in a New York jersey.
Yeah, I suppose people come out of that going, "Oh, Geno's competent," but it's hard not to be competent with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. And then
true.
Was Chris Carson fit for this game or not?
Too sure. Pointless asking me.
And then another shocking game through 3 big shocks: the Ravens, Chargers, Cardinals, Browns.
Well,
this one last night: Bills 31, Titans 34.
Well, I got up in the middle of the night to feed the baby, which I wasn't happy about because it was hungover and just fucking hated life yesterday. And the Bills were ahead, and I was like, not long left. I was like, this is done. Bills win. Yeah. Phone away, back to bed. Woke up this morning, and I just literally went on the NFL app because I was like, wondered who went off because I was playing someone fantasy.
Yeah.
And I was like, how many yards did Josh Allen end up on here? Because he's going to fucking beat me here. And then it just come up, you know where it says like the little like clip of the highlight. Yeah. And it was like Derrick Henry scores 3 touchdowns in or 2 touchdowns in the Titans win over the Bills. And I was like, the fuck? How the fuck did they win?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, yeah.
Derrick Henry in that fourth quarter.
Beast, isn't he?
Absolutely. Unbelievable.
He's going to be injured soon, isn't he? Definitely.
Have you got 2 weeks or 1 week
2
left?
more weeks.
Me and Tony had a bet on. Because what you need to know about this podcast, James, I don't know if you listened to us before. Have you listened to us much or not? You can be honest.
I've heard a few clips.
So you've seen the clips.
Yeah, so you won't have heard that on the clips.
So what we love gambling and we'll gamble on anything. And we were talking last week about running backs getting hurt. And I was saying about Derrick Henry the last couple of years hasn't been. And like, look at his production. And he was like, yeah, but he's due a season-ending injury.
And that's how I run. So when when the Jags obviously played the Dolphins, the Jags are due a win at some point.
I'm looking who the Titans have got.
The Chiefs this week.
And then the Colts.
Jags, it doesn't matter who they're playing.
Who's hitting them?
It doesn't matter.
Chiefs can't stop the run.
It doesn't matter.
Ooh. But then Rams 8th of November.
Doesn't matter. It's only week 8.
That's annoying.
That's fucking annoying. Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, yeah. Just.
That's fucking annoying. You're going to give me an extra week?
No. So yeah, he had a bet for Derrick Henry to have a season-ending injury by week 8 because the amount of time they're using him and stuff as well.
It's going to happen eventually. It's going to happen.
And if not, like, surely
then he's fucking superhuman. Like he already looks.
But wasn't weren't the Titans without Jones and Brown again for this game, or was it just Brown?
I'm not too sure.
I think it was just Brown.
Brown was out with he got food poisoning, and he blamed Chipotle.
Yeah,
he said, "Sorry, Titan fans, Chipotle got me." That's why he never played.
And he still won anyway.
It's, giving you any more belief in the Titans?
I don't know.
It was a big win because it keeps Colts 2 games behind them, which they desperately needed. Especially they've got Bills this week and got Chiefs next week.
But you know, like it annoys me because you know how to stop the Titans from winning, and yet nobody can do it.
Exactly.
Like you know how to stop.
Beat them week 5, mate.
You know how to stop Derrick Henry is just they literally put 8 men in front of him.
And even though that would stop.
And just try your hardest to bring them down.
Because if they meet Baltimore again in the playoffs, the Ravens defense, I think same story. I don't think they've got that. I don't want to use the sport that 5th gear. I don't think they have got that extra bit to like.
The Titans or Ravens?
Yeah, Titans. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't
know. I think with Brown and with Jones this year, I think it'd be interesting because Brown sort of been in the shadows this year because of Jones, and Jones hasn't really kicked off properly. I think Titans could burst on to the scene a little bit later on. I'm not saying this win's going to be the one, but I do think Titans could be better than what people expect, which is a shame.
I mean, with Derrick Henry, it does open up the play action massively. Like, I don't know if you got onto it. in the Dolphins game. It was 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
And Jacoby Brissett come in.
Yeah.
And everyone thought QB sneak.
Yeah,
because that's all he's good for. QB sneak. And obviously everyone was expecting it. And then, of course, play action because...
Yeah, great throw to the right.
And then we got about 40 yards. Probably our biggest play of the day.
Yeah, so teams on bye. We're Jets, Falcons, 49ers, Saints. We think the bye week's going to help any of these. Some teams come out to the bye a different team. I'm not very confident in the Jets.
No, don't think we're going to beat the Patriots this week.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to happen.
Falcons and...
Could be a little booster for the Falcons.
It could be. How far Calvin Ridley from coming back? But also...
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts was amazing.
Yeah, in London he was, yeah.
He went off against a team that can't defend in the secondary.
Yeah.
Like, all your cornerbacks have just come out of school.
Yeah. Kyle Pitts done everything he was expected to have done, basically, against that team. But someone of his standard coming out of college.
It was I'm here to play game, and Kyle Pitts was there to play.
49ers, they're good for them to get healthy again. I don't believe in them now. We've had this. Your thoughts on Kyle Shanahan?
I don't mind him, but again, I just think is Garoppolo back?
Don't know. I'm not sure.
No, I just don't think.
I think it's a bit of a myth.
Yeah.
Saints, you never know. I don't know.
James Winston, innit?
I don't know enough about the Saints to know whether they're going to come back any better or not.
If the Saints come to
London,
London,
just week to week.
Saints come to London, right?
Or you go back to London.
Every single person supporting the Saints, not asked to do the playing, because James Winston will make it exciting for everyone watching.
Fair enough. Right, sound. Some fantasy updates then. Let's have a little look. Our listener league.
I think I won a few.
Did you? We've only got our listener league and the charity league.
I don't know about the listener league because I can't log into that one. So hopefully I won that one.
Let's see my matchup.
See on there, can I?
So week 6. Scoreboard. So I lost to EFC Denver, Callum. 244 to 1.
Another win for me there.
Winning for West. Lost to fuck the commission. Tony moves to 4-2. Sheehan beats Mark Scary Terry, who's now 1-5 again.
Mark's so shit. You know fantasy, right? Do you play NFL fantasy?
I'm aware I've never played it before, but
you've never played.
Okay, well,
no, I really
play next year and you'll be better than Mark.
Right.
You guarantee you'll beat somebody.
Is he just like chucks loads of players and then ignores it, or
no, he's just shit.
Oh, that's even worse.
like how I'm having a bad year this year in most of my fantasy leagues.
Yeah,
just an off year for me. Took too many risks. Took too many risks, but Mark is shit year on year.
How many Nando's does he owe you?
That's in the stand-up group.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
In the stand-up group, because they're all shit houses won't gamble with me. We bet Nando's, so like...
Makes sense. Basically, everyone knows not to gamble with you.
Yeah.
Even our day said in the car, he said, if we see Rob, like, if we see him in half-time and that, I'm not having a bet with him.
Don't let me gamble with him.
And I was like, okay, fair enough. I said, Rob won't come anywhere near us because he's going to be hungover and he knows I'm not. So he won't come anywhere near us. And I only seen you for about 10 minutes, so.
Because I was hungover and you went. Yes, the league currently stands Eskimo Brothers 5-1, EFC Denver 4-2, fuck the commissioner, Tony 4-2, Tom drops to 3-3, I'm 3-3, Sheehan team name to be determined 3-3, and Mark and, well, Mike Connolly winning for Wes, and Mark Scary Terry just holding the bottom of the league 1-5.
I just don't know how you can be that bad.
Quick look at the charity league that we're in. I haven't looked at this league. I haven't looked at any. Oh, yeah. Oh, we won. Get in. Shit amount of points scored, but we fucking won. 134 to 122.5. Look at that. Look how shit must he be. I had Clive Edwards-Helaire, I still had in. Nick Chubb, I still had in. Austin Hooper, I still had in. Fucking hell. How shit are you? Every one of your players played as well.
Clearly didn't do his team.
He did. Look, every one of his players played. I didn't do my team. I had 3 players out. I still won. Fucking get in. About time I had a little bit of luck. So Crawford all the way. Thanks very much for that. You treat yourselves to it. I haven't prepared anything.
No.
What can I treat themselves to?
Nice little tug in the bath.
Oh, you treat yourself to a nice little tug in the bath, little bit of bubbles and stuff. But you go a little bit too aggressively. You put too many bubbles in. Get a little bit of soap in your foreskin as you're pulling the head off it. Couple of days, get a little bit injury, a little bit of an allergic reaction you wasn't expecting. Your bird starts accusing you of cheating on her because she's like, "What's that? Is it an STD?" You don't know. You wasn't expecting it. You think, "How am I going to get a fucking allergic reaction in the bath?" So you start questioning yourself. Go to the doctors. Doctors give you some antibiotics. You try and promise your bird you wasn't cheating. Neither of you can fully commit to it. So you spend your whole next few weeks trying to convince her you don't know what's happened. You said a little, and then you finally realise it was a little tug in the bath. Then she asked you why you took her in the bath because she's now paranoid, insecure, because she thinks you cheated on her, and she's saying, "Am I not enough for you?" Your whole relationship gets questioned, and you can't watch NFL on Sundays for a few weeks because you're having to make it up for her every weekend. But thanks for the win.
Has this happened to you?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
It's just
that was amazing.
Not yet.
I thought this is the perfect platform for me. I've been circumcised twice, you know.
Twice?
I've had a sequel.
Wow. How big was your foreskin? It's like when you hem your keks.
Like, off the first time.
When your ma hems your keks and goes, "Oh no, I need a couple of more inches in that."
It's more the a bad surgeon blames his tools kind of thing. They messed up during the first one, and I had to come back and.
Do you know what's really worrying? I know you're going to say after this. Let's see. I know you well enough to know.
It's not. I'm not going to ask you to see. I'm questioning how small is your willy that they took some off and that's not been enough.
But it's not like that.
They chopped some foreskin and gone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's got to be touching cock surely soon. It's like,
no, I don't think that. Yeah, that was another thing I was burdened with. Poor posture, glasses, and we'll throw that into the mix.
A double circumcised.
I genuinely think I could maybe be the only person. I'm going to say UK.
When did you get circumcised?
2007.
So you'd have been 10?
Yeah. Or that happened. Yeah, I was 10, yeah.
You just start touching yourself then as well. Not like properly, but like...
Yeah, it was delayed. It's like delayed onset masturbation syndrome. DOMS. Which is meant to be delayed onset muscle syndrome after you go to the gym. But
what the hell is delayed onset masturbation syndrome? Like we're meant to be leaving the podcast.
Oh, sorry.
But short one. I can't leave it on that.
I've just invented it then. But like I imagine it was like for me.
Oh, you think it's because you hadn't played with it enough?
Yeah, so maybe like 12, 13. I was having wheeze in the bath then because I was worried it was going to burn.
Wow.
That's what they said.
This podcast is so terrible.
They told me. They
what
said,
a way to end.
They said you're going to have to wee in the bath for at least a month. And it was just commonplace.
Do you still do it now?
No, God, no. I've had showers since 2009.
Yeah, but you still wheeze in the shower.
You never wee in the shower.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, everyone wheezes in the shower.
Do you know what's funny, right? So there's fellas in work.
Yeah.
Take a sneaky can when they go for a shower.
Oh, my best mate does it.
Because it's the only time they get to have one in the house. And it's like, what the fuck?
My best mate
has
a can in the shower when he's hungover. Or just when he wants to treat himself out of a hard day in work. So what I bought him for his birthday, you can get can holders for your shower. Silicone can holders that go in your shower. So you can put your can down, wash yourself, get back to drinking your can in the shower. It's like a big common thing.
But why? Like, why can't you just go downstairs, go in the fridge and just crack a can and have one anyway?
You never got a shower, Tony, and thought, I'd love a little can now. Stay here for a couple more minutes, have a can.
No, but I'm going now.
You want to explain? You thought
they're all bellends. Like personally, I was like, why the fuck are you doing that?
Sometimes you have a nice shower and you think, oh, I'd love to stay in, but I'm fucking bored now. And then you think, you know what, I've had a little can.
Yeah.
A little 5 minutes here on my own.
Yeah, but then I feel like you need a seat in that when you shower.
You've done enough singing.
Yeah, you have a little lean against the wall.
Yeah, but my shower's not that big. Yeah. I need a wet
my
room.
shower's not big. I want a wet room. That's me now. When this podcast takes off, that's my first part. Buying a wet room.
Well, you might be dead first.
Right. Yes, let's go through games next week and then we'll go. Dead quick. Let's go on Sky Bet.
7:45 and Rob wants to watch Liverpool, so.
Exactly. Sky Bet, American football.
Oh, I'm going. How much money's in there?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. You're not logged in. That was worth a try.
Yeah,
I was going to fucking call you out then. Because basically we do a bet and Rob never put the bet on.
Wasn't up to me. Browns, Broncos, that's why I said I wouldn't write off the Browns yet because the Broncos just aren't showing nothing. Browns, Broncos, who you got?
Browns.
I'm going Broncos.
Broncos with no fit running backs for the Browns. Baker Mayfield could be out as well. Could be a
Thursday
blessing in
night
disguise for them.
Thursday night game.
I'm going to go Broncos myself. Ravens, Bengals again. This is. Well, we'll find out Bengals now.
Find out. True test.
And you're saying
Ravens.
Yeah.
all apart. Ravens.
I just don't believe in either of them. But
I'm back in that. Packers, Washington.
Packers.
All day. Dolphins, Falcons.
I'm going to say the Falcons because they've had a bye.
Yeah, Falcons.
Dolphins come back from London.
Any cornerbacks?
Falcons have had a bye.
Why haven't Dolphins got a bye?
I don't know. I don't understand it. Because I
thought if you were international, you guaranteed the bye the next week.
And I can't see the Jags on there either. So why are the Dolphins getting punished? NFL hates us. It's conspiracy.
Yeah, fuck Goodell.
So maybe the Dolphins are a good team, and the NFL just hates them. Wants them to lose.
Believe that. Dolphins just done. I'm going Dolphins myself. Patriots, Jets.
Patriots all day.
You just can't back the Dolphins this week because it'll just fucking kill me life if we lose.
Patriots, Jets. We're all going Patriots, aren't we? Giants, Panthers. This is going to be interesting because the Giants aren't as bad as they seem. I know they look bad against the Rams, but the Rams are great.
Panthers for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Panthers win.
It's a good chance. It's a good one to bet on then because they're about even money. Titans, Chiefs. Chiefs heavy favourites in this. Too heavy for me.
We all know you can't stop the run.
Exactly.
I'm saying Titans. I think what you mentioned before about the fumble, the turnovers. And I think that's going to come and bite them. I
think the Chiefs, because the same way Tony currently can't back the Dolphins, I can't bring myself to back away from the Chiefs because I've seen them be so good for the last 3 years. So I'm still saying the Chiefs, but I'll be honest. If I was a neutral, I'd be weighing. If I was a neutral, I'd be putting a double on the Panthers and the Titans because they're both too high odds.
If Derrick Henry goes for 40 yards in the first quarter,
Derrick Henry has only had one good game against us in the last 3 years. It's weird, which means he's due in your world, Tony.
Correct, yeah. Raiders 280 yards, 9 touchdowns. Fucking that's it.
9 touchdowns and a season-ending injury. And so Tony's world, mate.
He's only in because they're at the 1 yard line. He'll smash the Russian touchdown record.
Right, Raiders, Eagles. Do we believe in the Raiders or do we believe in the Eagles?
Raiders for me.
I just googled it now just to confirm it did happen. I think Raiders. I think the fact that Zach Ertz have just confirmed has gone to he left Philadelphia
last week. That me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. News updates I get on my phone is shocking.
It's all right, Mark's meant to be here to tell you. So
yeah, Mark's meant to do the
Mark's
news.
Thanks, Mark. But yeah, I think Raiders for me.
Interesting. Rams, Lions. 31 minute there. Rams. We're all Rams, aren't we?
Stafford's gonna fucking ball out, isn't he? Going to happen.
Cardinals, Texans.
Cardinals.
You may as well go to the Rams and the Cardinals and pick the highest handicap you can and bet the double.
Yeah, but like you said though, they're going to be that high up in the first half.
I know.
It's going to be all second teamers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Chicago Bears.
Bucks all day.
Bucks, yeah.
Bucks, yeah. 49ers, Colts. Again, this is one I think the odds are too high in the Colts. I think the Colts win 6-4. That's a treble, that isn't it? Titans, Panthers, Colts.
Good odds on them.
It's a good treble just for the odds you're getting.
Yeah.
I think it's too high for what you should be getting.
I'm value for money, innit?
Yeah, I'm going Colts. 49ers off a bye though, just to remind you.
Yeah, I'm just high on the Colts, aren't I?
Yeah, good run of form.
And Seahawks with no Russell Wilson against the Saints off a bye.
Saints.
Yeah, all day. Right, boys. Thank you very much, James.
The Jags are on a bye.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I've never bet before, and I've never had more confidence.
James is leaving here like I'm gonna start betting. Yeah. I'm gonna start buying trading cards as well.
I was literally gonna say I'll have you to bet, but I won't. I'll just talk to you about trading cards. And
I'll have you to bet. You want to bet on anything? While you're here, when in Rome?
No, I'm a bit scared.
Also, James is the biggest shit house in the world. The naughtiest thing he's ever done. Weed on his neighbour's fence. We had this yesterday. The naughtiest thing he's ever done.
I thought that was a joke. But like, there's going to be some you being a comedian.
No,
something funny was going to come
it's
after
just
that.
funny.
Genuinely, yeah.
It's just funny. Right, on that note, thanks very much to that.